for example, like last night, I didn't get off work until 11 o'clock at night. Josh has to be at work at 4 in the fucking morning. And I'm like, no, like, this is not my life. Like, I'm on Monday through Friday, like, 8 to 4, come home, take care of the house, take care of the animals, stretch, make dinner. I can do my whole life in 3 hours. Oh, and sleep. Like, so right now I'm just like, I pray to God and I'm talking about my fears. This is what I wanted. This is what I needed, blah, blah, blah. But at the cost of my life balance relationship, like my work-life balance relationship, I'm like, is this the best, like, cost or whatever, you know? So I just kind of needed to vent and be like, I know that I'm in a good spot. I know I'm making money. I know I'm getting out of, like, this hole, and I should be blessed, and I should be, like, thankful and grateful, like, no matter what.
Listen,
I'm not having my nails done.
I haven't experienced a work-life balance, in my life. A lot of people don't. You just got to look at where you're at now from where you were 3 months ago. You don't have to be in the best mood each day and be like, oh, I'm so grateful that I'm working 13-hour days and getting 4 hours of sleep and I haven't got my nails done or haven't showered or feel like I have time to fucking even take a shit. You don't have to be like super, but in comparison to where you were a few months, the stress factors that you had then, remember we said, you have a goal of saving up money for IVF.
Yes.
So is that the long-term goal that we need to focus on? Is that?
Yes, and that's the part that I'm like stressing about is the fact that I know what my like end goal is in place. And I'm just like fearful that like this place, even after I get it staffed, and even after I get, like, everything under control, like, is the stress that I'm about to go under gonna be worth it? And yeah, that's the only, I don't want to cry. That's the only way that I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that, I guess that this is, like, the right place that I'm supposed to be in order to get all those things that I'm trying to get out of life.
Yeah, I'm saying that I think you should commit to a solid 6 months where you're at before you start switching your mindset, right? At the end of the year, I'll reevaluate and see if I want to look for other jobs or if this is like even worth it.
That's what I needed you to say that because that's what another manager said to me. Because like I said, I'm very transparent. Like if I need something or I don't understand something, I'm gonna tell you. That was the whole reason of why I took the job because they assured me that it would work with what I have going on right now. It's like the minute that I start getting my paychecks and my shit back, then I'm like, oh, well, my head starts thinking, and I know my head doesn't do, like, the best job thinking, which is why I'm asking another person, like, what I should do.
So what you should do is exactly what I'm telling you, is to say, I'm putting my head down no matter what and going all in on your job till the end of 2021. And at New Year's, you talk with hubby and say, you have a sit down with your hubby and say, this is how much. Did y'all get a car yet?
No, that's going to come after we get like the bonus, hopefully.
So you got to get the bonus. You got to get a car. You got to get some of your credit cards paid off. You have some milestones that you need to check off your list first. After you get the car, and your credit cards paid off, I would probably do it like that. Look in that order of, that might take 6 months. That might take 7 months. You might do it in 4 months. I don't know. But I think you remember telling me about, you had a few $1,000 on your credit card you want to knock down. And then once you have a car and a credit, there'll be some stress factors knocked out there because you got to drive him to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a huge stress reduction because he'll have his own wheels at that point. You're not sharing a car.
Hey.
What?
That's exactly what I needed help with. I needed you to like wrap my head around, like remind me again, like what my goals are besides just the IVF. Like, you're right. I have these little small goals that I need to get taken care of, and I need to commit it and show them that it doesn't work out, then yeah, you're right. Reevaluate my job, and I needed to hear that.
Thank you. And just again, if you are going for district manager or whatever, then they're going to want to see that you put in a year's worth of work as store manager. You can jump pretty quick, but you're definitely not gonna. You're gonna want to have.
They said 6 months minimum was all I needed.
Go, dude.
A group of sales.
That's it.
Sales,
do
team,
it. Do
all
it.
that shit.
Do it. Yeah. Don't even move. Just all in. How long do you think before y'all get a car?
If this bonus goes through, then we're either gonna try to find a car that's a cash car, or use a little bit for a down payment and find him a cheap car that has a really cheap monthly payment. You know.
Yeah, you're talking about within the next couple months?
It should come the next week or two.
Oh, well, look, you're getting real close to a major milestone. And then after you hit that, you knock down your credit card, so you don't have to pay that interest, right? And then boom.
Right.
Then now that feels good. And then you're only a few months away from being up for district manager. So that's within grasp. So
yeah,
that's how you do it, man. These incremental milestones. I actually have a session here in 5 minutes.
No, I want to tell you, made me feel so much better. You got my head wrapped around to where I needed to be. And so that way I stay focused and I'm not looking at the small picture around me, which you're awesome. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Dr.